Oh, right. So we're going to get to some black-white control after we finish out this league with the 4-color deck. And then after we do black-white, we'll play some big red and legacy. Because that deck's blast, and by the time we get around to big red, it's going to be like midnight, and we'll just want to like cheese people real fast. What does this hand do? It goes turn 1 green-white land, turn 2 island. Maybe we want to go turn 1 blue-white land, turn 2 forest. Because we have Dramoka's Command. This card has not been impressive. This is actually the card, so I said I would add a 25th land to this deck if you're interested in playing it. I'm pretty sure Dramoka's Command would be the cut. This card's just been super, super unimpressive. Alright. Another Smoldering Marsh. You're going to be testing black-white from, like, Thursday. Yeah, I'm basically just going to be adding a third path to it. Oh, that's perfect. Jace often doesn't live in this situation, but I think we still run him out. Because if it does live, it's like super upside. Yep, another. This deck is just like everywhere on Magic Online. And that was a great draw. So like this is like your ideal mana start. And the fact that this is your ideal mana start makes Dramoka's Command even worse, because these 3 lands is your first 3 lands. Cast every spell in our deck except this stupid Dramoka's Command. Just like actually every card in the deck except for Collecting Company and Dramoka's Command. Collecting Company needs 1 more land, but like all of our 2 and 3 mana spells cast off these 3 lands except for this stupid thing. I think if I was going to try another land, it would be a second blue-white land or maybe a 5th man land. I kind of want to try a copy of what's it called? Is it getting Crackling Doomed or something? Just going to hit him. This hits him again? Oh, jeez, that's so good. We're going to put this idiot face down. I don't look at spoilers until we get the whole set done, and I especially won't be looking at anything until like after my next event. Like, so the current standard format I have an event for in the 3rd weekend of this month in Indianapolis. So like looking at spoilers too early, just like opponent isn't playing Mardu Green, they're playing Grixis White or something like that. Jeskai Black. Okay, that's what we're calling it, right? I generally don't look at spoilers until we have the whole set, and this time around I'm definitely not looking at them at least until, you know, after this current set, because I need to figure out, I haven't played Standard, like I played Standard week 1 and week 2, and then haven't had a Standard event since. I played Modern and Legacy at the last 2 opens, so just like trying to get back into the feel of it. If we get Languished here, I'm going to be really sad. If he just like plays a Kalitas, this Dramoka's Command will actually be okay. Yeah, there's Kalitas. So we get to put on 1 counter on this. This fights this. And we get to leave up Stratus Dancer. Man, everything's coming up Millhouse. Grixis White, Jeskai Black. That's what we're calling it. Name that Nephilim. That's what we should do. We should just like name them via Nephilims. If he just taps out for a big dumb threat again, we get to flip this up and then untap and play Mantis Rider and just zap him. We're currently playing 4-color Collected Company. We're going to be working on black-white control because that's still my current favorite in this format. I think I'm Stratus Dancing almost anything here. Yeah, definitely Stratus Dancing that. Not close. Get wrecked, nerd. Have you considered getting Shrek'd? Oh, yeah. Super dead. Alright, so again, Bounding Crisis doesn't seem great, and Dramoka's Command doesn't seem great. And do I just like almost do the same plan as against Mardu Green, except instead of these, I bring in the Dispels, I think. I think that's the plan, just go to Sylvan Advocate. I can see that. I think I like this configuration. Reflector Mage is just like too busted to ever cut. I think my Bounding Crisis is like my go-to trim. 250 people hanging out. I appreciate that. I know there's some awesome people streaming tonight, and I appreciate you choosing to spend your time here. A lot of different things you be doing on Saturday night, and you're hanging out watching some Magic. If we win this match, we're up eight fun bucks. It's great. Get a booster pack and some extra play points. Your Tiller. Make all of the money. Be super moto rich. Made so many packs. Top 32ing that PTQ today. I like the Seekers, is the TLDR. We're going to try 3 Seekers tonight, because like drawing a ton in the late game is miserable, but I think I like some number of Seekers, and I like Transgress. So I'm going to try one less Seeker. What does this hand do? It's always the question. What does your hand do, and how quickly does it do it? So we have to choose between white or red mana with this hand. But it's pretty reasonable otherwise, right? We can go this into Basic Plains, Jace, or Advocate, and then like we just need to draw some lands. And again, just like always want to draw lands with this deck, so there should probably be another land in it. Especially in these post-board games where I'm boarding in the Dragon Master Outcast out of the side. It's a good draw, so we're going to fetch Basic Plains here. And I'm going to play Sylvan Advocate on 2 over Jace, because if he has Fiery Impulse, it doesn't kill Sylvan Advocate at this point in the game. Moto or paper? You know, the more I play digital TCGs or CCGs, the more I prefer the digital to the paper. Like, having to, like, keep track of paper Magic cards and, like, sort through things and, like, walk up to pairings boards and, like, not be able to play from my basement. Like, being able to play an entire tournament from my basement it's beautiful. I'm just not gonna lie. It's just, like, it's possibly the best thing ever. Just like the convenience level is unparalleled. Painful truths against my aggro deck. Great deal. So playing out Jace here exposes us to Radiant Flames. Oh, and he has to discard too? Thank you. You're so nice, opponent. Why Mentor's in the side and not the main? Because you don't want to turn on removal. The fact that Seeker helps us curve nicely is the reason why it's acceptable in the main, I think. But other than that, you just don't want to make their removal be live. Keeps with... You're not wrong. Like, my wife got to go and do something this afternoon while I stayed home and played the PTQ. Like, it was great. So I'm playing out the Stratus Dancer because I'd rather these two guys get eaten by Radiant Flames here than my Jace. I could be incorrect though. And next turn, this uses our mana most efficiently too. Next turn we can fetch a green-red duel and play Jace with Stratus Dancer and Valorous Dance up. So roast. That's fantastic. Yep. We get to untap with this too? No. Okay. Sure. Alright, so now we're gonna play Jace with Valorous Stance up still. So I got to kill the Stratus Dancer without getting a 2 from him. That's fine. I don't like waiting on the Stratus Dancers in this deck because, like, you'll just always be holding up the mana for it, like, waiting till 5. Yep, sorry, if I don't get to your question, make sure you repost it. I try to answer all the questions in chat that folks post, so do my best. Valorous Stance is just, like, overperformed a lot in this deck. Like, it's a split card that's a counterspell removal spell, and it's just fantastic. The problem is that MTGO in general is kind of miserable as a client, so, like, there's that balancing act, too. Hex is wonderful. I like Hex. Alright, just a bunch of Reflector Mages. And this, I almost wonder if I'm supposed to split the Reflector Mages and if I'm supposed to split the Reflector Mages and the Crasises, because, like, Crasis would be better than Mage in this spot, because just, like, having a 3-power beater is good. No, do not pour my container of dip out. Don't do it. Man, toddlers. They're tiny, tiny terrors. Found a spoon. Scale of 1 to dead to Chandra. Probably closer to the dead to Chandra side of the scale. We have to be on the play for the third game. Just firing up shambling vents. Painful truth. Yeah, deal. You're at 7. Oh, you know what? I haven't updated the deck list on there. Let me do that really quick. I was making edits to this in... for the PTQ and stuff, and just didn't even update my metery page because I wasn't streaming. Normally I just like always update. See Pikachu running on stream there. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Follows and subs are the 2 best ways y'all can support the stream. When we get enough subs there at the bottom, we're gonna have a nice long 12-hour stream. So I think I'm supposed to ship with Lumbering Falls here, because then the upside is that he's dead to the Jeskai Charm if he doesn't have Crackling Doom here. And, like, he hasn't played a Crackling Doom yet, and he's through 20 cards, but, like, I don't think he had Crackling Doom last time, so... we'll see. We're just going to Crackling Doom here. That's fine. You traded it for a land. It kind of sucks, but... your 3-year-old just put out... my 2-year-old is still running around. He's been on a crazy sleep schedule lately. Transgress. No! My Jeskai Charm. I loved you, Jeskai Charm. You were good to me. A few more people with the follows there. I appreciate that. Y'all are the best. So seeing how this game played out, this is the first time I played against Jeskai Black with this deck. The Mardu Green decks have a lot more creatures than this Jeskai Black deck does. So I think if we get to a game 3 here, we're going to cut most of the Reflector Mages and bring the Bounding Krasis back in. Because the Krasis can attack through Shambling Vent, and it can also temple his manlands. Alright, well, we're just going to play out a... 2-3 here. I don't know. There's a lot of Dragons decks running around right now. So, in addition to Dromoka's Command being increasingly popular because of these company decks, which I don't understand in this version because Dromoka's Command's just been poop, but... I think Radiant Flames is significantly better against these collected company decks. So I guess it depends on what you're afraid of. Alright, he's picked us apart. Now he beats us down with the manlands. I'm assuming with Shambling Vent to gain some life. Yeah. Really? You got your magic cards in your deck box? Alright, he does stuff, almost. If we hadn't gotten our land Crackling Doomed. Indominus with the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Normally I stream during the week because I travel a lot. For those that are not familiar, if you're new to the stream, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoogland. I'm a grinder on the SCG Tour. I'm currently ranked 1st on their board, so I travel on a lot of the weekends to those events.